Hi everyone, my name is Pat Jackson and I'm here to teach you how to play some pillows on the guitar. Today we're going to learn Freebee Honey. Now this is off of Penalty Life. It's not tremendously difficult once you get it under your fingers, and it's a hell of a lot of fun to play. It's in standard tuning. Of course, we're going to want our single coil guitars, Mustang preferably if you have it, but if you don't, Telecaster comes through in a pinch. And if you got a guitar with humbuckers, just dial the volume back down about 20 to 30% and you should be fine. Let's start with the song's intro, which is the main hook. It begins something like this. Let's break this down a little bit. It's basically three sections. Section number one. You may notice that first we do a bend, and then we do a hammer-on pull-off, like so. This is a stylistic choice. You can play either all bends or all hammer-on and pull-offs, but I think this is the way they do it. Just make sure you get the bends and the hammer-ons in the right spot and you'll be just fine. The second part begins the same as the first. And then we go to this part. This is the trickier part of the intro, but it's not that hard once you practice it a little bit. The most important thing to remember is that we're only playing 2 notes at a time, so don't hit any more notes with your picking hand than you have to. Right here is a prime example of how it's easy to mess up. You don't want to hit that extra note there because then we've got a major 7th, which, while a pretty chord, is not what we're wanting to play. Try to throw a slide in there if you can at the end. This is kind of natural with the flow of the song if you get into it. The third part begins the same as all the rest of them. You always start with that little thing, and we go up a little bit high. Then we go back to the second part again. Once you got the parts all together, it goes pattern 1, 2, 3, then back to 2 again, like so. And end with that big E chord there, which leads us into the verse. Throughout the whole intro, go with gusto at it. This song is meant to be cranked out. The verse of Freebee Honey is pretty simple. All we're doing is going from an E to an A, and stick to bar chords here. Don't have open chords like that because that's what the rhythm guitar is doing. So it's something like this. There's a lot of room for interpretation, but here's some ideas to mull over. After that little strumming thingy, we're just going to play some A bar chord there with some strums. Patterns like this. Let's put it together, sounds something like this. The second verse has a few embellishments that the first one did not, namely these. And of course this one. which you may remember from the main hook. I'll leave it to you to figure out where these fall in the song. Listen for them. You can't miss it. this leads us to the pre-chorus of the song, where we have some harmonized guitar action going on. And this is what the lead guitar is playing. We're starting on the 14th fret of the A string, or a B for those of you who know your notes. Sped up, it sounds like this. We play that twice. This brings us to the chorus of Freebie Honey, which is quite simple. All it is a chord progression from E to B to A, then back to E again. You do this 2 times. Feel free to add a little bit of embellishment with your pinky, like that. Like so, stuff like this. After the chorus, we're going to go back to the intro, so hit a big open E right at the end of the chorus so it leads into the intro, like so. So now you've got the intro, the verse, and the chorus all set. All that's left is the solo and the bridge and the ending, which we'll be taking a look at in the next episode. So stay tuned, check out part 2, and keep rocking.